Howdy. Don't know what to say about this one, but wow. I don't know if you can see what can't be seen, but yes, there's absolutely no brake pad in there whatsoever. And we're using the caliper. The caliper bracket. We're using the caliper bracket to stop. How it ever got to this point, I have no idea. It had gotten so far that it ground off everything on the piston, and that's what finally started to leak. It finally started to leak so bad they lost brakes in the front, and that's what clued him in that there was something wrong. Unreal. Continuing the saga here, as you notice, there's no brake pad, not even a piece of metal. That's how far this guy had gone with no brakes. Wow, dude. How do you do that? So anyway, we got to get this bolt out here, and it's stripped. And maybe that's why no one ever did anything with this rotor, because they couldn't get that little bolt out. Oh my goodness. So the way we do that is you take a little chisel. This is a really sharp chisel on the end. You used to get them at Craftsman, Sears. See, it even says Craftsman on it. But now you have to go to Ace Hardware and hope for the best. But this is just a steel chisel, very small. And you take it, hit it with a hammer until you make a notch in your bolt. Once you make that notch, then you want to tilt it and tap it in the direction that it's supposed to turn. So tap it straight on first, a couple of times. And then you want to angle it in the direction that you want to turn it, which would be off, of course. Angle it, tap it a little bit. Or a little bit more. Until it starts turning, which should be any time now. I say, turn! Okay, if that proves to be difficult, then we start on the other end. This little beast is being stubborn. There she goes. Now she's turning. There you go. Lots of patience. Patience is a virtue. So there you have it. That's the way that goes. There's no need to replace this bolt or put it back in. I'm going to put this one back in, just clean up that end there a little bit, put it back in. That's all it does from the factory is it holds the rotor in a position where you can put your pads and caliper and all that baloney on. So it just keeps your rotor on the hub. Otherwise, what you do is just put this in your lug nut before it falls off. This and your lug nut And that holds your rotor to the hub enough to where you can get all this put together. So this is not really necessary, but it helps in holding the rotor to the hub to get this wrap on. So indeed, what has happened in this case is that since how the pad was gone on this side, the other side had to compensate. So it pushed the pistons way out, way beyond where they could go. Finally started leaking, and that's when he realized, oh boy, I guess I have a problem. These bolts that hold the caliper bracket back here, they have Loctite on them. So unless you've got a powerful impact, get some heat on them. Now, where you'd want to heat up is right on the bracket itself. You want to get the bracket hot. This is just a hole, the aluminum knuckle. But where you need the heat is back here on the actual bracket. The steel bracket, that's where you need the heat. So on this one, this top one, you would heat it up over here. Right there. Not on this. This is just a hole. And that'll get those off a lot easier. So I've got the caliper back on there. Got it bled. And so now we're finishing up. So one thing, you will need a scanner. You will need a scanner. Now, what I thought I was going to have to do to reset the proportioning valve was old school, you know. Go ahead and close all your valves up front. Open the valve in the back. Push on the brake real hard. Pops the proportioning valve forward. But did not have to do that. All I needed was a scan tool to reset the codes on the ABS. And that took care of it because I had no brake fluid flow until I cleared the codes. So you definitely need a scanner with this one to clear the codes and get it reset so you have front and rear brakes. But it was fun. I used my bleeder tool. Always makes it easy. Did all 4 wheels. And it's ready to rock and roll. Till the next time. So, hasta luego. Happy trails, no matter what you're driving, floating or flying. Hasta luego. See you. Please like and subscribe.